Hello and welcome to Binge Watching Guide. My name is Sharifa Nero, and today we're getting up close and personal with Pedro from Hulu's Back in the Groove. All right, hello. Today we have Pedro Salamanca, all the way in Punta Cana. How are you?
Doing great. In Punta Cana, it's always warm and sunny, so imagine.
Well, definitely it's on my list of places to visit. So I want to
Sure.
say welcome. And this, if anyone does not know who you are the official concierge of the Groove Hotel. We're back in the Groove. That's right now a top series on Hulu. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
your job was to check people in and to check people out. Okay. And most importantly, checking out was a very tense time. What was that like for you?
Oh, you just said it. It was a tense, but also a funny moment, a fun moment to be there. It was a sentimental moment for the guys because they were checking out, and of course, nobody wants to check out from the group hotel. They want all of them wanted to stay. Even Luis wanted to stay, you know. But no, it was so much fun and a pleasure to be there. You know, real honor to be there.
What was the most memorable checkout for you? Because I remember when Lee left, you were really sad. You cried.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lee, yes, that was probably the most sentimental checkout uh, because we were betting on Lee a lot. We bet on all the guys, but Lee had a personality on himself. If you know what I mean. He was really, I would say, different from the other guys in a good sense, and it it was good that he was there, and we were glad to let him go. Yeah.
I think Lee was not afraid to embrace his vulnerability. He was very honest. He was very open. He was innocent. And I feel like with that quality, you kind of want to protect him. That kind
Mm-hmm.
of way. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what Sparkle felt also.
Yeah. All of us too, looking as well. But definitely Sparkle was so sweet because she saved people for different reasons. She didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and she has a lot of insight.
Yes.
I think she gave deep thought into what who she chose. But on the other hand, when Louis left, you weren't surprised at all. How come?
Well, because I have an eye everywhere and mics everywhere, and I was listening, and I saw what happened, and it was completely unexpected. It was
Yeah.
something that just happened. Yes.
You just answered my next question. You seem to have eyes and ears everywhere. I think one of the girls called you a sorcerer. You
Well, I'm
but
the
you
concierge. I'm the concierge, and
uh-huh.
I used to be a hotel general manager. That's my background.
Oh,
I've been running hotels up to 600 rooms, up to 1,500 customers at the same time lodging in my hotel
wow.
here in Punta Cana. So I am used to be everywhere, listening to everything and taking care of everything. That added up. Yes, that
Yeah.
added up.
You're a wise man and you have a lot of intuition. Like you're a very good judge of character. I can tell that about you. That's you, you
Thank you.
know? And you said you dropped a lot of gems, a lot of wisdom, a lot of interesting things. I actually wrote some of them down. Okay. You said walk and don't look behind. Life continues. That's very true. You said before you can enter the future, you must first deal with the past. And
Yes.
my favorite, groove can only rise from the ashes of chaos. What would you say to a lady that wants to embrace her groove or find her groove again? Maybe she never had a groove in the first place. What would you say to women like that?
That is a matter of will. In life, it's just life is a matter of will. If you decide what you do every morning when you wake up. As I said, I was a resort general manager. I've been doing that for the past 20 plus years. sudden we have something that struck the world. That was the COVID, and my workplace was completely destroyed, and I found myself without a hotel. And one day I had an opportunity to join a movie, and I make a choice. I made a choice, and I made the choice that I was going to give an opportunity to a different career. And 2 years later, we're talking, and that's a choice. That's it's not luck. It's not. It's a choice you make. If you wake up in the morning and you say, "What do I want to be starting now?" Because I cannot change the past, but I can certainly change my future, and that's something that I have to decide. There is not the your groove. It's on you. Okay, at the Groove Hotel, we can help you with that. But if you don't want to find it, you'll never.
Yeah. And what you said also applies to you too. The groove can also apply to your professional background as well. Because what you're showing everyone is it's never too late. It's never too late to go for what you want to do in life. You know, you can't change the past, but today you can decide to change the future for the better. So
Totally.
let's get more into your acting background. So like you said, since the pandemic is when you started. Was that the first time you dove into acting, or did you have a bit of acting in your past?
Well, I was in a movie a few years ago, but a really small role. I always wanted to be an actor. I almost went to acting school, but to drama school. But by the end of the day, I did hotel management school, and I love hospitality also. I love my other career, but that's something that was always there. That's always. I never said I'm not gonna do it. I always said I will do it later. I don't know when, but I will do it later. So we had M. Night Shyamalan filming in the Dominican Republic, his movie named Old, and I had the opportunity to join the crew as the bartender. I was half bartender, half concierge on that movie. Uh, you can see me just a little glance of me there. But that opened that door, and I started studying, training, uh, catching up with that career, and at the same time applying to everything that was around me. Dominican Republic is a big filming destination and growing. So I've been, for the past couple of years, I've been filming in about 7 movies, 7 different movies. Also, I will be in one chapter of a new TV series that will be named Saint X. I was at the Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor as the bar chief. That was this year also, and as you know, the Group Hotel that allowed me to mix both. If you see, I've done bartender, concierge, bartender, and all of that, and nobody knew about my background when I joined. They hired me as an actor. They didn't hire me as a hospitality person, but hospitality has been always there in the movies I've been playing. So it's been really, I wouldn't say easy, because as an actor you don't do necessarily what you do as a professional, or you don't say sometimes things that I will never say in my real life or in a real hotel. But that was so much fun because it allowed me to be the concierge I could never be. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Because when I looked at it at first, I thought you were a concierge. I said no, this is not a real concierge in this case, because you were saying and doing things that if you did your real job, you'd probably get fired. But maybe it's things that you thought about doing, so you got the opportunity to live that out. Yeah, I fully understand. That was fun.
Yes.
That was a
And
lot of fun.
in real life, you never scare your costume. So that part of the time for checkout, that was really, really fun.
So it's so interesting because you tied everything together. I mean, you were the concierge, but you were also the host as well. because we got to see things through your eyes. A lot of the things that we saw, you saw, things that the contestants and things that the ladies didn't see. So that was pretty cool. So it was almost like you were a narrator as well. Do you know? So
Yes.
I hope they have Back in the Groove season 2, and I hope to see you there as well. That would be. I really enjoyed it. I really did. Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too. Me too. It was a completely different reality.
yeah,
I think the main key was on the attitude of Sparkle, Steph, and Brooke. They um, they became friends, real friends, really friends,
yeah. I saw
and
that.
there was so much respect through the filming and through the connections. And I have to be honest, I was a little scared when I first joined the production because
Why?
because it's reality TV, and you never know what's gonna happen, and you don't know what you're getting into until you get there. So you don't know how people are gonna react. You don't know, and um, your career it's gonna be related to that show forever. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm a really tiny actor yet, yet. Okay, but I have also my hospitality career. So it's something I don't want none of them to damage the other.
the
Okay,
other.
so
Exactly.
that was. But when I met the ladies and I met the guys and I saw how things were going, and I was so relaxed. I was so happy to be there. Okay,
Yeah,
but that's mainly because how the three of them chose to walk that path.
yeah.
You know, it's I and it. I also made them friends. Yes, I also.
Yeah, they respected you. At first, I had Akio on, and at first he said they didn't know who you were. You came in and you were like taking away all these ladies. Once they got to know who you were, I think Lee said, "Here comes checkout face."
The
I
thing is
think
that I was in charge of taking care of the ladies,
I know,
not on
not
taking care of
them.
them. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. They were there. They were there with all my love. They were there for the ladies group,
Uh-huh.
not for their own.
Exactly. But I think they knew at some point that they had impressed you too. So they had to be walking on eggshells when they saw you too. When they saw you, it means that they potentially had to leave the group hotel. So that's scary. Like you came through like
Pedro
the
de
general
problema.
manager.
You said it. Pedro de problema.
Yes. See? And that's the name I gave them. I was like, this man is a problem. I'm like, I'm gonna call up Pedro the Problemo.
Oh yeah.
So what was the deal with all the fruit? The fruit imagery in the Groove
Uh,
Hotel. That was
by
not
the end of the
regular
day,
fruit.
it has a lot to do with passion. Uh, Truth and passion, they are really related, and I think that that's the main purpose of the imagery with the fruit.
So let's back up a little bit. So you say you came to Dominican Republic 25 years ago. So what
Mhm.
is your background? Where were you born? Where were you raised?
I am from Spain originally.
Oh,
I did hotel management in Barcelona, then moved to Switzerland to work for a couple of years, moved to Germany for 1 year, and then I came to the Dominican Republic in January 2000. I've been then in Venezuela, I've been in Peru, opening a hotel, 10 kids, but I always come back to the Dominican Republic. This is my place.
my goodness, you're more interesting than I thought. Wow, a lot of
Thank
surprises.
you.
What other surprises do you have up your sleeve?
Ooh, you can't imagine. I'm a hotelier and an actor. That's the most complicated and dangerous combination you can find. Hotelier and actor. Ooh.
Charming. That means you have to be charming, and you're naturally well liked. So yeah, that's good. Are there any days when when you get up, is it too much pressure for you to, okay, when you're well known, when you're charming, even though these things come natural to you, you're not gonna be up for that every day. On days when you don't feel up to it, it's almost like, okay, I get up today, I have to entertain. People expect you to be a certain way. You're not gonna be open every day to being extroverted.
As a hotelier, I think that my job is to be the psychotherapist of everybody. Okay, uh, because most of the issues you will find in a hotel are human issues. It's not related with the room, not related with the pool, not related with food. It's related with how do you feel about the food? How do you feel about the room? How do you feel about your partner or your coworker? Because also with the employees or with the staff, most of the issues or 99% of the issues are again human issues. And a good general manager is the person who can listen, understand, and translate to people what's going on and to find not who's right and who's wrong, because I always say to my guys, you're right and you think you're right. He also thinks you're right, but you're both wrong because you're both right, and you cannot be right both, so you're both wrong. Because it's a matter of point of view. You're watching things from your point of view, and he's watching things from his point of view, and there is no empathy among you. There will never be a middle point. You first need to understand each other and your needs and his needs for me to find a final solution. You know, customers. I've gone through all kind of situations with hotel customers, and it's the same thing. You know, it's people. Most of my customers, the when the moment through the year where they feel best treated, where they feel like royalty, when they feel they are important, when they feel they matter, is when they are on vacation. Okay, and I know a lot of people who save every day of their year to be able to pay for the 1 week or the 2 week vacation in the Dominican Republic, and they need it as it was a drop. You know, it's people who need to go there and disconnect from the real day to day. I had once an issue with this was something really impactful for me. I had an issue with one lady in a restaurant. She had an argument with the maitre d' of the restaurant. I learned about it. My maitre d' was wrong on that situation, and I searched for her. I found her, and I apologized. Okay, and I said we were wrong. I feel so bad about what happened, and she started crying, and I was like, wait, let's calm down, let's see. And she said, no, you don't understand. And she said this: I am a blue collar worker, and I've been watching at my general manager for over 15 years, and he never took the time to come to say hello. And I had an issue with one of your employees, and you took the time to find me and to apologize. And that's why I cried. If you go deep into that thought, you realize that person through the years is not feeling what he was feeling on that moment. He's not feeling what he feels when he goes on vacation and everybody's taking care of her and everybody's pampering her and everybody wants to please her, because that's our job, that's our role. I say, I had a discussion with an actress not long time ago, and she was saying that because of all this CO, carbon dioxide, that the planes shouldn't be running that much and everything. I was like, if people stop going on vacation, the end of the world is approaching. Because we relax them. We are the psychotherapists for the year.
Yeah.
So if they are not capable of disconnecting from the real life, that's going to be a lot of stress for a lot of people all over the world. And so when you are in that role, when you are in that mode, when you understand the weight you get in your shoulders, and you accept that that's your
role. Purpose, yeah,
purpose, because that's
yeah.
a trendy word now. And in hospitality, I will say to my guys, we have a purpose. That's something not everybody. We don't build machines. We don't produce sugar or cocoa. No, 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 no. We deal with people. We deal with people. We have and we have a purpose. Is to make
Mhm.
people enjoy their time with us
Yeah,
enough so they can go back to their real life, recharge, and with their group back. It's
exactly.
yes.
Exactly. But purpose, it's a trendy word now because people are using it. But purpose is life without purpose is empty. Okay? Life without purpose is how some people
Okay.
can have billions of dollars and still be dead inside. Do you
Yes.
understand? Because you
Yes.
cannot get away from what's in here. It does not matter your circumstance in life. Having a purpose means you could have not a lot of financial wealth, but you can still be happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and purpose ties you into what you were created for. Imagine a fish that was created, but that fish doesn't know that it has to swim. He will never find his purpose. He will never get to where he has to go. Imagine a bird that, doesn't understand that their purpose is to fly. How
Mm-hmm.
miserable, right? So
Yes.
that's very important. I'm very spiritual. I'm very connected to God. And purpose is something that you can spend your whole life looking for and never find it if you don't connect with the higher power that created you. Okay?
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
And with that, it's never too late. When you have your purpose, it's like it's never too late to look at you. You're acting now.
Mm-hmm.
20 years ago, you weren't doing that. But you connect with people. People love you. You're magnetic. Acting helps the world see you and connect to you. When I look, some of us, I love the Groove Hotel. I love Back in the Groove. I love everything about it. One of the things I like most is seeing you. I laugh every time I see Checkout Face or whatever. Pedro the Problemos. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah,
Yes.
I didn't mean to go off on all of that, but yeah, I'm connecting with what you're saying, and I think you're great. I think you are.
Yes.
Yeah,
And once you get there, it's not a choice. You don't decide. I can have my issues like everybody. I can have my pains like everybody. But I'm not here to to be uncomfortable. No, I'm here to play my role. I am here to follow my purpose, and hundreds of times that I've come out of my office with a bad face, open the door, and there we go. It's showtime. Yeah,
that's what I'm
my
saying.
issues are for me.
Showtime takes energy. It takes energy. It does, but it comes natural to you, so that's great. That's
Yes,
great. Pedro de Problemo, it was my pleasure having you here.
my pleasure.
And it was my pleasure having you here. And I really hope that there is a Back in the Groove dose. A Back in the Groove 2. I can't wait.
Me too. I am also ready for that. And I didn't ask you, but how is your group today?
How is my groove today? My groove is okay, I don't know how to answer that question. I'm not used to answering questions. Let's see. I'm single. I've been single for quite some time. So romantically, there's no groove. But
Okay.
purpose wise, yeah, I'm in the groove. I'm in the groove right now. All of
There
this
you
is part of
go.
my groove. So yeah, I can say that.
I'm happy to help you with your group.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll tell you what I like, and you're gonna look for it for me, and then you're gonna check some people out. You're gonna check some people in, and hey, I'll be good to go.
There you go.
I need to find my group too. I think, yeah,
It's just a choice. It's your
it,
choice.
it's a choice, but finding your groove depends on what you find. It's like a lot of times people say, "Oh, you didn't choose the right person," but choosing the person is not that easy. It's like people have different layers, and sometimes what they show you is not who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, I
Mm-hmm.
have good intuition too, so I see things a mile coming, and I just choose not to. I choose to go the other way.
Well, uh, when Steph left alone, okay, that was also a surprise. That was a big surprise, honestly. Uh, inside myself, when I said we are so happy that that was a genuine over 100%. Okay, because I realized that sometimes is finding your group, not whatever group, not necessarily. Uh, have you realized Steph never came to the death?
I noticed that.
She took care of herself. She's an independent woman. Okay, and probably her group was to realize how strong she is, and not needing to go out, not needing to leave to check out the hotel with nobody.
Right.
And then she can do it. But I think if somebody, if you ask me to rate who found more groups at the group hotel, I would say it was Steph. And it was the only one who left alone. So think about that.
I think part of the reason why Steffi left alone, I think she gave Leroy, she loved Leroy and Leroy loved her.
Mm-hmm.
But she gave Leroy, in my opinion, more than one chance to speak up from an emotional perspective. He stalled a bit, and I think that scared me. Because when you go all the way to Dominican Republic to find your groove, and you ask somebody how they feel, you need them to be forthcoming if you're going to make a decision. So I guess he was a little intimidated. Maybe he was scared, but she knew what she was looking for and what she's been through in life. She doesn't want anybody to not be sure, because she was sure of what she wanted. That's why I think she left alone too. Because what she survived, she's not going to settle for anything other than number one. And I think his hesitancy scared her. Because at some point, I'm like, he was a little scared. I mean, he got to the point. And this is the thing about younger men. Sometimes they're not there yet. He got to it, but I think he got to it too late for her.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Agree.
All right. Thank you so much. I hope we speak again.
Thank
it was so nice having you here. All right.
Thank you for the invitation.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And maybe you can help me find my groove. I don't know how you'll do that, but hey, we can pray.
I will. I will be.
Found it. Nah, just playing. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.